Staci.
And I'm Nichole.
And we are doing a podcast called Did She Just Say Chakra? And you might be saying, can you even spit that out? Nichole might struggle a little bit with it. But Did She Just Say Chakra is a podcast that's dedicated to you. This podcast is really about everything that we've been through over the last year, 2, 3,
10,
15, however many years. And what we are bringing to you is just real life. We want to share with you what we have been through in hopes that it helps you to become your very best self.
Yes. Part of Did She Just Say Chakra is not only about our journeys, but also sharing with you the people and the businesses that we've met along the way in the holistic world, combining Eastern and Western medicine along our paths. And, the tools and resources that we've learned from these practitioners or our research. Like we are definitely not licensed therapists, counselors, doctors. But, sometimes I feel like it with all the stuff we've read.
We might play it on TV, but,
In our minds, maybe we are, but
yes,
we really are not. So, always supplement these podcasts with truly connecting with a doctor or a therapist or those people that are really licensed and the things that we're talking about. But we will bring those to you in the podcast. We're going to highlight practitioners. We're going to bring them on. We're going to go to coffee shops and businesses in our Des Moines area.
Yep.
Anything I'm missing?
Yeah, our goal really is we want you to shop local. If you haven't been down to Valley Junction recently, head down there. There's the cutest shops, and we encourage you to shop local. Spend your money in these businesses where these people, this is their livelihood.
Yes, their passion.
And please do support them. Valley West Mall has some really cute little shops. Cottage by the Creek is a great shop. If you haven't been, it's down by Yonkers, so make sure you check that out, the old Yonkers. And, just really be intentional about where you are spending your money.
Yes. Being intentional is a big part of what we'll cover on Did She Just Say Chakra. We'll talk about things such as mindfulness, manifesting, the gut-brain connection,
living your best life.
Yes. Becoming your authentic self, and give you the tools to help you do this. And we'll share our failures with you, real life, being vulnerable and raw, but also what has really worked for us. Because just getting to know me a little bit, I've been on this path for about 11 years. I went through a pretty traumatic divorce in 2011. And even going back a little bit. So the origination of my story started in college. I don't even know when that was, 1999. And I was going to college in Davenport. I was in volleyball, studying, working through the night, being a security person just to make ends meet. And no wonder my health was shit, right? But I could not eat. It was during volleyball season. We were having 2-a-days. I could not eat. Like I would eat and I would get so sick. And so then I just started not to eat. And I was losing weight. I felt terrible. It was probably about 3 months into it that finally someone told me about this lady. I call her my voodoo doctor, but she's not. She's a chiropractor, taught at Palmer, is still very active, does nutritional work, combines both Eastern and Western medicine. And they're like, go try her. Like someone told us about her. She's naturopath and, maybe she'll help. And at that point I had no idea what that world was about. But I was like, I don't care. I'll try anything. I was just miserable. So she was literally a mile from college. Drove over there, did an in-depth session with her. She listened to me. She listened to my body. She tested my body. She adjusted my body. And then I'll never forget, she said, you have a bacterial infection in your small intestine, and it's creating these symptoms that you have. I'm going to put you on a supplement. I'm going to get your body adjusted so it's functioning properly. I'm going to give you some supplements so your body is functioning properly. And I left there with a couple supplements and an adjustment, and honest to God, within 2 to 3 days, I started to feel a little bit better. And then a week, I was feeling a lot better. And then 2 weeks into it, I was completely back to normal. No digestive issues, no pain when I was eating. It was
life-changing.
It was definitely life-changing. And she, to this day, is my my doctor, or my chiropractor, and she is 4 hours away, but I drive back to her. I think she's 72, 73 years old, and she's so amazing what she does. But that's how I started my health journey, and looking into alternative types of healing, because I just wasn't able to get relief from all the, I saw multiple doctors. I tried prescriptions. I tried antibiotics. Like, there were so many things I tried, and I was just at my wit's end. So that was my first deep dive into holistic medicine. Fast forward to 2011, I went through a traumatic divorce. My health plummeted again, and I'm trying to keep this short, but adrenals shut down. I was tired. I had no energy. I needed naps all throughout the day. I was feeling miserable. I was a single mom at the time, 3 little boys, and I had to make a change, and I went to a naturopath again, went to the chiropractor, got adjustments, got put on a pretty strong protocol to support my adrenal system, focused on sleep, started going to bed at, more like midnight instead of 3 or 4 in the morning. And
I'm like getting up and she's going to bed.
And again, just eventually, it took a month or two because I was in pretty deep, but my health shifted. Then it was like this ripple effect where I started doing more things. But I actually went to learn the training from the lady who prescribed me the supplements and did the adjustments in that. I went to do that training after that. I was so mesmerized at how good it made me feel and how quickly. I just wanted to share that with people, and that's what started my journey, and that's what continues to really inspire me to do this podcast. I just want to share with people. That's your goal too, right? And maybe now you just tell a little bit about yourself.
I love you. So my story is a little bit unique. I am a recovering elementary educator. You'll hear me say that a few times throughout the podcast. I have been a teacher, instructional coach, administrator, and I believe that students and teachers deserve to be in a classroom where they feel safe, where they are able to learn, and where learning happens. And unfortunately, there are some students that need a little bit extra support. And I fully believe that those students are also entitled to a space where they can be successful. So I want that to be very, very clear. Unfortunately, I believe, actually, I'm not even going to say unfortunately. I'm gonna back that up a little bit. I believe the universe has tried to intervene and take me on a different path for a few years, and I'm not a good listener. I'm working on it. And finally, after my 6th concussion, I had to stop being in the schools. I was unable to return. I'm still unable to return. To this day, end of January, I am only able to technically work 4 hours a day, frequent breaks, limited screens. But I am working through that, trying to find what a new normal is when I used to work 50, 60, 70 hours, 80 hours a week, and put everybody else's needs ahead of mine. So I am learning a new normal for me, and I have been for the last year. Been married to my husband for 20 years, and we've been through a lot over these last 20 years. We've been through a lot of loss and a lot of shit. We met in college. We were actually asked to not return to that college. We had a little too much fun there. Worked full time while we were finishing our degrees, but here we are, both full time elementary administrators. My husband is still one and loves it, and have 3 beautiful daughters. They are 10, 12, and 16. You didn't mention your children, but you have these 3 beautiful boys, right? They're...
They start at 16, go to 19, and then 21, and then I have a wonderful significant other, Mike, as well. So I'm very blessed to have such a wonderful family, and sisters and mom and dad.
All the things, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Nicole's a middle child, so we have to tease her about that a little bit. See, so they say that your middle child is the most like you. So I have 3 girls, like I said, and my middle daughter is like that secret one that we bicker the most, we argue the most.
Mine too. Oh my goodness, so true.
I feel like I'm probably most connected to her in some way. She gets under my skin the most sometimes. But anywho, so I am just here. I have been on a journey the last year to just really discover who I am. And it has been through a combination of holistic medicine, Eastern and Western medicine, that I'm healing. And I'm healing from the inside out, really.
Yes.
And it's really been fun. And I look forward to sharing the experiences that I have had. I joke and say I want to be like Goop. I want us to be able to uncover the amazing things that Gwyneth Paltrow can do out in California. Well, we can do that here in Des Moines.
That's right, Midwest.
Yeah, woo, represent. Because, really, we have a lot of the most amazing things here in the Des Moines community, in the Central Iowa community. So we want to share that with you, and we encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and just learn. Be open to learning.
Yeah. So we hope you appreciate, knowing a little bit about us, our stories, and maybe that will encourage you to listen to the podcast, walk with us along the journey, take away what you need to, and leave behind what you don't. There's obviously, we're learning in this process too, right? This is like one of our first podcasts. We're like 3 in recording, and we're like, oh shit, we need to record an intro video to put at the top of our page. So it's a learning process, but we hope that you appreciate that vulnerability with us. And we're just so excited.
We try to do things unscripted. However, we do have notes because we want to be credible with what we're saying.
Yes.
So we do some research. We have, like we've said, we have some books that we reference, podcasts, other research materials. So we do have notes and materials to reference, but we try not to be totally scripted.
Yes. So, all right. Well, we'll wrap that up. We appreciate you watching, and we hope that you jump on and start with video 1. It is about manifesting your most authentic self in 2025.
You're the best.